You know, they say that cushion is for the pushing.
They don't say that.
But in my circumstance, the cushion I'm creating between our scores means I'm pulling away. Grossi Posse Packer Nation, welcome to an episode of Packcast, the podcast where you don't have to be a Packers fan, but it sure does help. I am your host and reigning, defending, undisputed predictions champion of the world.
That's already false. Because like 2 weeks ago, I was in the lead.
Tom Grossi.
So you are not undefeated. You were defeated once.
I didn't say I was undefeated.
Or whatever you said.
I said I was undisputed.
They're all synonyms.
Nope.
Anyway, I'm Cold.
And I'm Tom Grossi. And so, after a rebound last week, after I went 3-10, I went 12-2 this week, which if I'm not mistaken is the best I've done all season. Bringing my prediction score up to 104, 57-1, while Jade went a very good 10-4. But she picked the Dolphins, and that's what happens. Starting at 101, 60-1. And so there's a 3-game gap that separates us, which might as well be the Atlantic Ocean, because I'm putting the pedal down to the freaking fracking metal, and we're going Mad Max full speed ahead.
I don't know what any of that means. You literally pick one or the other. There's really no control you have over this at all.
And there's no control that Jade has over this game as I continue to speed on past her. Like the Joker being the #1 rated R movie. Just keep on getting more and more money just past The Dark Knight.
Wow, really?
Yeah. And so what we will do for week 12 in the NFL, we'll be breaking down each game. Me with some insight, Jade with some, I like that color this week. And maybe an animal.
Sometimes it's by what you say.
Sometimes I get a good feeling I'm gonna win. What are you touching Harold for?
I moved him so he fit better on the box.
Starting off with a Thursday night game, you got the Colts taking on the Texans, which are a bull, I think.
He just learned that.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if they were a horse or a bull. But
either way, there's a star.
how do you make a I guess, is that a bull sound?
No.
A steer?
I don't know what that was.
Well, we're steering this in the right directions. The Colts coming off with a win last week. The Texans getting blown the F out by the Baltimore Ravens, losing 41-7. And so, yeah, this actually should be a really good game and might decide who's gonna win the AFC South, which is still wide open, except for anyone who's not the Colts and the Texans. Jacoby Brissett coming back last week, had a mediocre game. It's going to be Marlon Mack also fracturing his hand, so that's a big no-no. So I think the Texans are going to rebound and take the W in Week 12.
I'll go with the Colts.
Ooh, yes. Then you have the Miami Dolphins taking on the Myles Garrett-less Browns, who basically assaulted a quarterback, hitting him in the head with a helmet last week.
Oh, that was a quarterback?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Myles Garrett did that to a quarterback.
Yeah.
If you could call Mason Rudolph a quarterback.
Off.
Yep, there's just yanked it off and just said, not your mama. And, the Dolphins losing last week to the Bills, but Jade picked you, so there's your their second place trophy. And the Browns beating up on the Steelers 21-7. This should actually be a close game in a game that I would not wish on my worst enemy. I guess I'll go with the Browns just because there's more talent there.
I was going to go with the Browns. Can't you go with the Dolphins?
No. Flipper says no.
Flipper.
You going with the Browns?
Yes.
Me, yes. Then we have the Battle of the losers here is the Detroit Lions head over into Washington. I wonder how much these game tickets will go for. Maybe $6 to take on the Redskins. The Lions lose in a close matchup against the Cowboys without Matt Stafford, who could be out for potentially 6 weeks. And the Redskins with Dwayne Haskins, yeah, they just suck. They're terrible. I feel like the Lions are going to win, but I pray that everyone gets out unscathed considering how bad that field is over in Washington.
Lions.
Tigers and Bears. Oh my, speaking of, you have the Raiders and Jets, which has nothing to do with the phrase that I just said. I misread and thought the Giants and Bears were next, but they weren't, so we're just going to keep on with it. The Raiders taking on the Jets. The Raiders closing out a close game with the Bengals, which you should never have those things in a sentence together. Close game and Bengals. No, Bengals, no, they suck. Anyway, taking on the Jets, suck, who were able to take care of business last week. Sam Darnold throwing 4 touchdowns. Should be a pretty close game, but I believe in John Gruden and the Raiders. Knock if you're with me.
No, up.
And you're picking the Raiders too, I'm assuming. Then you have the New York Jersey Giants taking on the Bears. Both these teams just going nowhere fast. Trubisky being pulled the last 3 minutes of the game on Sunday night, saying because of hip injury.
What is the air quotes?
Because no one believes it was a hip injury.
You don't know how he's feeling.
Well, apparently he got a pointer, which is a contusion on his hip. But a little suspect if you ask me.
So there's a problem there.
The big problem is the Bears' offense. That's their problem, as they suck. But yeah, so the Bears, I think they'll rebound against the Giants because, I mean, can you really rebound?
Oh no, the Vikings are on a bye this week.
Why? What? I'm going to pick the Bears.
Well, because I was thinking I picked the Lions, so if I pick the Bears, and if I pick the Packers, then if I just pick the Vikings, then I'll say I picked all the teams in the North.
This is the 1 week I don't have to talk about the Vikings. Please don't ruin it.
Bears.
Then you have NFC South divisional matchup, the Panthers versus the Saints. The Panthers getting blown the F out by the Falcons, who blew the F out of the Saints. Well, that sounded sexual. 2 weeks ago, the Saints having a bounce-back game against the Buccaneers, and I think the Saints will continue to roll against the Panthers. Kyle Allen threw 4 interceptions last week, and the Saints defense is angry. So, Saints.
Saints.
Then you have the Battle of the Birds. You have the Sea Chickens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles losing a close game to the New England Patriots. While the Seahawks are coming off a bye as they're riding high and potentially, competing for the NFC West. So I think the Seahawks are going to take this one because they got more talent than the Eagles do.
Seahawks.
Then you have the Buccaneers and Falcons. The Falcons defense showing up for the first time this season, 2 weeks in a row. The Buccaneers with Jameis Winston, just bad. Threw 4 interceptions last week. And considering how the Falcons are playing, I'm actually going to pick the Falcons, which is something I don't say often.
Well, I'm disappointed because I picked the Buccaneers last time, and they didn't do anything for me, and I was trying to have support.
Nope.
And faith. Falcons.
And the Falcons. And moving on, you got the Broncos, who blew a 20-point lead against the Vikings.
I thought you didn't have to talk about them. You're talking about them.
Because just like Satan, you gotta acknowledge that he exists. Taking on the Bills, who were able to take care of business against the Dolphins. Bills, I'll give you this one. Don't you let me down. I swear to God, if you lose again, I'll go with Bills.
I'll go with the Broncos.
Bills Mafia has lost the support of Jade Grossi this week. Then you have the Steelers versus the Bengals. Steelers.
Steelers.
Alrighty. Then you got the Jaguars taking on the Titans. The Titans coming off a bye, but it doesn't really matter because literally it does not matter who I pick because the opposite is most likely going to win. Jaguars, Titans.
Why do you say that?
Because I can almost never pick a Titans game right. So I'm just going to go with the Jaguars. Nick Foles.
The Titans are coming off a bye?
Yep.
All right, they'll come back strong.
All right. Then you have a good 425 game with the Cowboys taking on the Patriots. Ooh, the Patriots offense is struggling, but they're still 9-1, and the Cowboys defense is struggling, but they're not close to 9-1. But this should be a pretty good game, but I think the Pats are gonna take it.
Me too.
Okay. And then a game that was too big for the 4 o'clock slot to handle. Sunday night, the Green Bay Packers storm in to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. The winner will be the top seed, at least for a week, in the NFC. The Green Bay Packers coming off a bye, and they're bringing sexy back, baby, as their entire team is healthy and ready to go. Aaron frickin' Rodgers is gonna be bringing his no-shave November mustache right into frickin' San Francisco to take on Jimmy G, who's also a pretty good-looking man. This should be the game of the week, and my nippies are just lactating in excitement. Now, I know a lot of people are picking the 49ers to win, but if you ever watch this show, you know I ain't picking the 49ers to win. Coming off healthy, the 49ers never played a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers this season. They're about to be taken to school, and Aaron Rodgers is about to be their head mistress. The Green Bay Packers. I don't even know what I say.
Well, I can't pick the Vikings, so it's like if I pick 2 of the NFC North. Okay, if I pick 2 of the North teams, which I already did, the Lions and the Bears, then I wouldn't pick the other 2 teams. Vikings because they're on a bye, and Packers because, well, that's the second team. I don't know. Well, if I pick the 49ers, then that's going to be a 4-game difference between us if I lose them all. Because I'm pretty sure we're both going to pick the Ravens. I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Jade picking the team that matches her age. Then
You
finally
always
the
say
Monday
that. That's
night.
not
Well, maybe you
true.
shouldn't pick against the Packers and hurt my feelings. Then you have the Baltimore Ravens heading into LA to take on the Rams. The Rams whose offense was impotent against the Bears defense, but Jared Goff is just terrible this season. And the Ravens, who I think are the best team in football.
No, you can't say that. Goff. I have Goff. Don't I have Goff?
Yep, and I'm going against you in fantasy this week too.
Woo!
Oh yes. Ravens.
Ravens.
Quoth the Raven nevermore. And so, these are our wonderful Week 12 picks. Let us know what you got predicting down in the comments below. How you doing with your picks? Are you better than me? Are you better than Jade?
Well, if you're better than you, then you're automatically better than me because I'm losing to you.
Hey, it is 2019. We're equal.
Not in who's winning.
Well, with this 3-game gap, that's like the 30-cent gap in our pay. Which is not okay. 2019. Pay Jade just as much as you're paying me. I'm not paying you at all. Nope. Nope.
I already make more than you.
You can always find me at TomGrossiComedy.com or at TomGrossiComedy on all social media. See down below. Check out podcasts on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, and of course YouTube. And a big shout out and thank you to all the Patreon members over at patreon.com/TomGrossiComedy. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Avocado. That's Harold.
You name the turkey avocado?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Atomic Avocado donated $400.
To name it avocado?
Well, I mean, it's a perk.
Wait, what? What's the name?
Atomic Avocado.
Atomic avocado. So you named the turkey after.
Yeah.
And who's Harold?
This is a skull.
I know, but was that another donation?
No.
Oh,
Just a name I just came up with.
okay.
It's sticking now. Harold for life.
Well, I'm still cold.
And Jade! Grossi! Thank you you're so oily.
Wow, thanks.
Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I already did this. And as always, go Pack Go.